we're going to be doing some Chronoward, and we'll obviously be logging our keys because Chrono looks really bad on the meter, but it looks really good on the logs. So I'm trying to figure out currently, you know what, let's just get right into it. We can talk about it as we go. It's mainly of whether you're holding tip the scales to line up with the eons or not, and I don't think you do. When you're running plot the future, I don't think you need the tip there, especially since you don't really you don't have threads anymore. So we're gonna try to get into, let's see, it's all 10s. It's okay, buddy. My chihuahua's having a little anxiety here. It's okay, bud. Okay, I set up a blanket for you so you have somewhere to lay. All right, hold on. Let me get this guy up. All right, we're gonna have a guest with us for a little bit because he likes to sit on my lap when he gets anxious. So there we go. You can see him a little bit there. My little guy. Hey, bud. You want to say hi? Here you are. All right. Hang in there, Winston. Seat of the Triumphant, sure. I mean, I would like to do higher than a 10, but oh no, you can't climb on that. You can't climb on the desk, buddy. You can hang up here, but you can't climb on the desk. He's a little goober. Come on, bud. It's okay. All right, let's slash combat log. Make sure we're logging. Good to go. Oh, I always get Seat and Pit mixed up, and I'm much more a fan of Pit than Seat. I think Seat is my least favorite so far. We're gonna do some oil, some mastery, and I don't think we have food access yet, so none of that stuff. We'll hit that. I've seen good things from druid tanks, so that's something that I want to keep an eye on. I saw Awu, however you pronounce it, and his was looking good. Academy, right? Acute Seat. No, yeah, it's Seat. It's not Academy. I wouldn't mind Academy, but not. I've done it so many times that I don't want to do it on a 10. Are you trying to get down now, bud? You gotta make a decision, buddy. My little man. I think he's right there. I think he's settling in. He suffers from a little bit of anxiety. He an old man. A little old man dog. So I guess somebody thought it was Algathair, Rient. Okay, so we gotta come out and back in. I think you're in heroic. Gotcha.
An entity from the void has
There we go.
into our world. It must not be allowed to spread its corruption.
So with like the tip being like heavily reduced to like a minute cooldown. Also, yeah, go Ducks. I saw the game this past weekend, so that was fun. It's your ebb and might is so strong and it's so easy to keep up all the time. The last key I did, I think I did like 110k DPS, and most of my damage was ebb and might. So I was trying to do lining up eons and scales, but I then towards the end of the dungeon I just started sending them on cooldown, like not lining up with anything, and it ended up pretty good. So what I want to do here is just send eons on cooldown on any big pull, unless I have like a boss coming up, and send tip the scales on cooldown, and then I always do the pre-tip, because now you get every 5 seconds you get an essence burst. So somebody should put the key in. And tip resets when you go into the key, but you still have temporal burst running, so you just kind of pre-stack essence at this point. And we'll see if he pulls big or if he's gonna limit himself down here. Yep, he is. I hit this. I don't know. I don't think this is quite a lust pull, but oh, that's on me. I would like. Holy shit! Let me get over there. Here we go. And we're always not tipping fire breath anymore. We still have threads of fate for some reason, but it's such a minor amount of damage that like it's not really impacting my like is Chrono good gameplay. Like I cast Ebon Might once there, and I think I had it for that full like minute fight. Got it. Oop. The only thing I missed on Scale Commander is the what's it called? Getting your hovers back. Man, I'm not playing well right now either. Get that back going. You just generate so much essence burst in here that it's like it's so easy to maintain Ebon Might. Like it's ridiculously easy. Ooh. The stacking nameplates are a little bit better here. I wish he had pulled that on the pull so that my eons would have hit it, but it's okay. Also with Chrono, you just kind of send your prescience. I don't even think you really need to target press because you get so many orbs and stuff. I'm gonna send a couple bursts first. Here we go. Like there's times where you just have prescience on literally your entire party and you don't even need to worry about who you're targeting it on. The only thing is making sure that like if you can put it on the DPS, but even last season without these changes, it didn't really matter who you put it on. I hit that and this Void Emissary a little bit. Repress that guy. There we go. Move out of the way of that. And then I'm running Molten Embers, which is why we're only fire breathing rank 1, because you just have 100% uptime if you only fire breath rank 1. Now you got to remember he's going to jump. Do not send eons where he's not going to where he's like staying at that moment. I go through here. Dude, we're actually kind of nuking this guy. We're making sure we're killing the voids, and we're back. Little Zephyr to stop that AoE. And then like I just have so much uptime on Ebb and Might that like it's kind of crazy. Like without really trying to, I've just got back to my max stacks that I could of essence, and I probably cast Ebb and Might once in that fight.
Here. Follow me. The Shadow Guard is building up its presence near the temple.
What the?
Disrupting their
What?
efforts would benefit us all. Also, their commander here has a particular
What the hell was that, dude?
useful to me.
Figure out their motives. Stop.
We just all died for nothing. What the fuck just happened? That was crazy. That was crazy work. Yep. Get over there. I'm gonna just hit myself because we're going into this pack. There we go. Eons. Oh, we gotta be very careful here. To make sure that I don't get so close that I get knocked, because this tentacle will just send me to Narnia. Ooh, I think we just overlapped that interrupt. Bum the pot. I'm just silenced. I don't know what silences you there yet. I haven't like noticed it. I'd have to go back and actually check what it is, but ooh, okay. I was like, I'm about to just start hitting this dude with pots. I mean, with heals. I've noticed I actually give a decent amount of stats to tanks now, actually. Not like the defensive that we had before. Okay, good. You pulled more people in. But more so like because press can hit them. Oh, I almost thought that was underneath me and just like unavoidable. Oh, buddy, you're falling off. My dog's falling off my lap. Collect some orbs. Oh, he's pulling those guys. Well, I'm gonna Eons here then. I think we also want to send our empowered afterwards now because they increase the duplicate time. A couple of these. Boom. And Chrono is, oh, whenever you're playing like buff hog, it's always gonna look bad on meters. So it's hard, like, don't even look at this being like an indicator. Also, I feel like we're not doing that much damage as a group, so that's also playing a role too. I hope they change what we can, you know, whitelist for buffs and stuff. This guy's back here. Give that, give that. Yeah, I actually shouldn't have breath there again, or amped up the fire breath, but it's okay. Oh, somebody was in that. Does suck when you're playing a buff, like the buff class or buff spec, and then somebody dies. That's never fun. I think it should, you know, give the other guy all of your buff, but that's never how it's been, so I feel like it's unlikely that's going to happen now. So now I'm not trying to extend Ebon Might anymore because I want this guy to, I need this guy to get it too. So if I'm extending it, where is he? Oh, it wasn't saying he was out of range. Come on, bud, get over here so I can get back into doing something. I don't even know who that's going for. Who is he gonna pull? Yeah, he's got to pull more. Ooh. I don't know how quickly we're gonna get into the boss here. No, we got to kill it. We got to do all the rifts first. So I got plenty. I can just send my CDs. That guy just teleport. Come on, let's keep it going. Like going in here, there's actually some times that I was playing around on test dummies that, what is it? What? There we go, just trying to pull him in. Playing around with test dummies where I had like 35 seconds on on Ebon Might, or like 30 seconds or something. This isn't good. I don't think we needed this many things. Yeah, I don't know why we pulled more after we had already pinged that we had pulled more. So is that what that does? You have to bring them over to the portal? Oh, I guess we could release. They need to stay close to the rift. Oh, I didn't know that. It's funny what you learn as like a DPS compared to what you learn as a tank and stuff. Oh, this dude is, they're coming after us? Oh, okay, good. He pulled him, which means I can Eons in peace. Get my presciences out. This guy got next one. There we go. I gotta hit this dude with a pres. Gotta collect some orbs and knock up. My other knock up. Oh, I thought I had a hover there. That wasn't good. Just gonna send that out. It's not gonna fully tech. I probably could have gone the other way, the full charge, but it's not a big deal. All right, where's the other warden? Oh, he's over there. We can. Oh, he pulled. Okay, I think he pulled. I think the tank pulled, which is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then temporal burst should just give me enough, what's it called? Essence burst and stuff between like also my other casts and stuff to never have to really worry about Ebon Might falling off. Oh. Well, that was that. They got Eons now. Oh, that guy died. I gotta set up like my focus kicks and stuff. But it's hard to tell who to focus on because you don't know who's a caster. Look at that, my entire group's got prescience right now. Love that.
A willing sacrifice has been prepared.
I'm gonna go to rank 2. They're gonna die. I feel like the group doesn't know who's pulling what, so I think it's funny that he just shrouded us. My doggo's out cold on my lap. Oh, I almost just got eaten by that. I'm gonna go here. He's got to take him over here. Oh, maybe somebody else just has to go into it. I didn't know that. Eons, thank God he didn't move them. I should have sent my Essence Burst before I did my upheaval there, but that's okay. But all these orbs come into me. I think I might get knocked here. No, okay. I'm not exactly sure if like if somebody's in front of you, how it works. But I'm just kind of trying to get behind an orb and hope for the best. There we go. Let's kill this guy.
Thank you for removing the obstacles between me and this staff, heroes.
Like after playing Chronoward for a little bit and then swapping back to Scale Commander, I felt like Chronoward just felt so smooth.
This will do nicely. You will find their viceroy near the entrance to the temple. You will try to
Gonna knock me up. Thank you, hover.
ourselves.
Gonna hover again so I can still cast.
Once he's taken care of.
If you just the emotes changes is so good. You just have so many of them. Everybody's just covered in buffs the whole time. Like I don't think I Eons this. Yeah, I'm gonna. If I send it now, I should have it back by the time we hit the boss. So that's the goal. Actually, I could probably send it one more time before we hit the boss, to be honest. A little max rank here. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of how it is right now between the two hero talents. I think that you're kind of a little buffier on both of them, as opposed to just being like a lot of raw damage on Scale Commander. But it's definitely more buff oriented with Chronoward, and I think. And that's kind of the spec I like, so maybe I'm a little biased to it. I don't know where that dude went. Oh, how? Okay. Shouldn't be able to fly over him. That's no bueno. The stacking nameplates are much better. I know that, or I'm pretty sure I saw that Plater is coming back. It might not be as like, you know, color coordinated and stuff like that, but Plater's a good, good nameplate thing. Right now I'm using Platinator, which is good. Okay, remember to move. Last time I stood right in this. Oh, like I almost just did there. I'll move here. I'm gonna recast that. Couple more there. I thought I was clear. I wasn't clear of it. Making this healer's job hard. That one I'm clear of. This one I won't be. That thing's pointed right the fuck at me. Okay, so I have eons, but ooh, that's boss. That's boss. Get into the barrier, but also miss the orbs. We need to destroy these things quick. Ooh. Okay, we got one more. Ooh, two. I'm gonna start the other one. Give everybody extra flight or extra mobility. Get this down. Rescue probably comes in handy there. I thought giving everybody the movement ability would be good. I do need to hold, what's it called? Tip a little bit so that I can send it on something, but it shouldn't be bad. Shouldn't be long. There we go. If you don't send it, it doesn't go on. You still get temporal burst, but it doesn't go on cooldown, and you really want it to be on cooldown. Ooh, that's not good. Why is there so many? Oh, they just died right away. Oh, 1 second. I like the concept of both, but with the Apex, I think Chronoward is more in line with the fantasy. I agree. All right, let's get you in here. Thank you. Didn't mean to send that. Wonder if the Apex talent affect that though. Chronoward is better. It might uptime scale mana gives more duplicates, so uptime. Yeah, so like having that was a big selling point when I first saw it, was like, oh, we're gonna have your duplicate up all the time. Because Scale Commander always has it up. But you have so much extension in Chrono Warden that you have that you can keep your duplicate up a long time too. And you have double time. So if you crit your Ebb and Might, it doubles and then doubles again with the duplicate. So you can get somebody to like 700 extra stat. So the buff is kind of crazy on it. Yeah, it's definitely like the Black Dragonflight is Scale Commander for sure, where it's like mostly personal damage. I feel like they were in a weird state of like, do we make it personal damage just like a normal DPS? Do we keep support role? And I think they're kind of stuck to having it split the way it is, and I'm okay with that. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Eons. There's one part in this fight where the whole floor glows, and every single time my whole game freezes, and I really hope they do something about it because it's not enjoyable. I'll point that at this one. Pointed at the little things that are glowing like that. Right there. Every time it freezes. Oh my god, that one came up. Did you see that one disappear from my camera for a second? I thought I was in the clear. I didn't need to
My
I didn't need to re-give that guy press. That's my fault. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna move for you. You guys are the keys. There we go. Oh, that guy just got a huge DR, didn't he? I was also not on it, so like I can't. Who am I to say anything? Ooh. I think they need to do a better job showcasing that spin before it actually goes out, because it's kind of hard to like I don't know if my settings are bad. Oh, I just messed that up. I'm actually gonna make a mistake here. Oh, I sent that early. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I sent Lust 2 seconds before we had the debuff off. Which I should have had Lust and Eons for that, because he takes like 200% more damage in that phase. Oh, that dude's not buffed. Oh, he died. Okay. Alright, well I gotta send that now. A little premature. Just to get him back in it. We'll do that. Ooh, 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 ooh. I was trying to squeeze out an upheaval. We're good though. Going for this. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, oh. Don't want to send that yet. I want to send this. That was kind of sloppy. Yeah, that was a little sloppy and it threw off my game. Okay, I got this one. We're gonna have to kind of reset ourselves here with the 7 might. Come on. Boom. Okay, here we go. This is... Now we're good. We're gonna do this. Good time for that to come up, because now I can just instant cast this thing, and we're chilling. We're back in it. Oh wait, they gotta fix this icons, because I keep seeing Threads of Fate and thinking that it's press. Alright. That was a little sketchy. Not the smoothest group, but or not the smoothest dungeon, I should say. Alright, let's see what the log looks like. Because we can see here it shows I'm doing 32k. Very far behind both of them. Beta logs. This is going to be an example. I mean, I don't know how well I did, because I feel like it was a little wonky, and it was my first game on. But the difference in what you see in your damage as opposed to what you see on logs is pretty significant. So, all right, it's Hearth.
Test the limits of this newfound power. Come.
So, all right, let me bring up this log. So, this is what I did for damage. So, I really enjoy the buff spec, because it's a little deceiving. It's like you just get to play kind of under the radar, you're doing your thing, and then people like check a log or something like that, they're like, oh wow, it's actually doing decent. And then if you look over here, Ebon Might is my top, doing 20% of my damage. Prescience doing almost 12%, shifting sand. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my top 6, there's Chrono Flames and Eruption are the only 2 things that I'm casting that are damage spells. Everything else is buffs. And then Threads of Fate isn't supposed to be in the game, so it's just down here. It's not really that much. But Inferno's Blessing, Fire Breath, all these things are just like, it's all add into the buffs. I think if you had a well coordinated group, you could get a lot out of Chrono, but it doesn't feel like I'm missing anything in a pug group. Like just kind of sending it on cooldown. We can't track CDs anymore, so it's really hard to tell. So I'm kind of just like, all right, big pull, people are sending, hopefully someone's got it. And then your other best bet is to just play with people in Discord. So, okay. So I actually I enjoy Chrono. We can do some scale commander keys. Hey buddy, I gotta adjust. My dog's on my lap still, and my leg's falling asleep. Oh, hey bud. Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll try some scale commander later on. Could do a 15 Algather. I think I did a 14. Yeah, I did a 14 the other day. 14 Skyreach. I actually want to do this because my buddy plays Frost Death Knight, and I have not seen a Frost Death Knight at all in any keys yet. So I'm really curious to see how they do. And they typically have really good lineups with my cooldowns, but we'll see how it with the tip changes, how it works. His first room and this first boss are such fun like pad bosses. And it's funny when you look at some of the, like, let me see if I can bring up a log. When on this first pull, when you're just like ripping, there's, you know, people are doing so much damage on the first pull, and you look like you're bottom of the barrel, and then you actually swing it up to the logs to see like what you did on that first pull, and you're absolutely cooking. It's nice. I started playing Og in season 1 of The War Within, and that was when it was like a heavy buff, and it was so much fun. It's the most fun I've had playing it. Well, I think because I had like a group of people I was playing with too, so it made it like way more enjoyable because you're not, you know, you're not just fishing for pug groups that fail in a second. Like you actually had comps and stuff. It's so much fun. And then season 2 hit, and they were in rough shape. And then I started playing. I ended up playing towards the end, and I was telling people it's gonna get buffed. It's gonna get buffed. Don't you worry. And everybody used to just make fun of me. Like all my buddies would bust my balls for playing Og. And then sure as shit, they got buffed for like 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and they ended up going into like the end of the season and this season, and not really in that bad of a spot. So. All right, let's go bang out this Algather.
Interesting. Have a good one.
All right, that I'm pretty sure that it's happened last time in last beta and for the War Within, or maybe it was PTR, but everything kept dropping. This dude's not even here, brother. What happened to your key there, Tank? What does he mean? Anyways, yeah, where it's like couldn't find all casters. Oh. Blistering Scales falls off. Hopefully that gets fixed. Yeah, this guy's saying that you don't look like a caster, but yeah, Devourer is a caster pretty much. I know because they're always fucking out of range of me. Every single time. It's Devourers and Warlocks are literally never in range. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't just send the key. I need a pot again? Yeah. I'm not gonna pot here because I usually don't have enough time, but boom.
The way forward opens, and your fate entwines with mine.
Oh,
Welcome
Oh,
to
got my auto run to keep going.
I am delighted that you received
Gonna grab some mastery, although crit probably be really good here too.
but I knew
I actually have really low haste,
how wonderful.
but I have so many things that juice up my haste that it's not as critical. Between plot the future, temporal burst, all those things. Smart. Yep, I gotta reply this guy. I fucking did that.
These lashers must have grown
Thank you.
wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them
Start
out
pulling everything.
the life magics of this place.
So he gets this last one in. We can lust. And that guy immediately died because he didn't hold. And now I miss out on his oh no. Oh yeah, now I miss out on his damage. So that's unfortunate. This guy was kind of talking a little bit of shit about not getting invited to the tanks group before. And then to go and do that. That's kind of shisty. Well, that's gonna suck for the overall because he's I'm literally just getting like half as many things. I do need to just reapply to him, even though I have plenty of time, and I think I lost time doing that, but needed to get it back on him. And then he died again? Oh no. Yeah, that's a terrible opener for me. It's okay, it's beta, it's not a big deal. It's just funny that like this is like the most fun pull in the dungeon. Everybody got grouped up. Dude immediately died. You're dad. Guys, come on. I love the healer trying to keep it together. This is gonna be some family dinners tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
Perfect. We are just about. Wait, Ichistras. There is too much life magic. What are you doing?
No, I know they left because you. Let's restart. Oh my god. I don't care about restarting or not, but yeah, it's.
Your fault.
I think that this guy's saying let's restart because he wants to do that pull again, and then the healer is saying no, it's plenty of time. It's like oh yeah, it's definitely plenty of time, but I think they just want to restart. Yeah, see, it's not about time. Guy said plenty of time. You're trying for IO. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing either, trying to time, because like you're trying to get a feel for how fast you need to pull dungeons and stuff like that. That's also beta testing to see if the timer is relevant. So I think that's super funny that guy just was kind of talking shit to the tank about not taking him and then died twice at the first pull. That's what, like, that guy could be the best player ever, but that's when that's gonna happen, is right after you kind of talk some shit. Dude, all right. I don't know if I even want to be in this group anymore. Although Yeah, they're calling it. They're calling it. I don't even have a hearth. All right. Even though we didn't do anything on there, what I originally joined that group for was to see how the Frosty K did, and so I am going to look at the log for just that pull because the Frosty K and I never died. So I want to see how good he actually did. And it's funny because this is going to be literally going to be just me buffing one person and the other guy just not being here. It kind of sucks that it doesn't automatically attribute to like the same person, because the way it works for raid, or the way it works is like if you have 2 targets, they get 8% each, and if you're in raid anything above 2 targets, it splits off of a 16% as a whole. So it goes from 2 targets getting 8 to 3 targets getting 5.3, and then 4 targets getting like 4.2 or something like that. And I think in Mythic raid, so 13 other DPS, you would get 1.3%. And I'm not sure, I haven't tested yet, but if someone dies in raid, I think everybody else's changes. So you know, if someone dies and you have less people now, then everybody gets a little bit more. And I don't think that's how it's. I know that's not how it works in keys, and it should be how it works. Yeah, dude, me and this Frosty K ripping. He was doing 232k. I was doing 140k. I want to see how much damage I gave him. I'll give him like 60k. All right, let's get into one that we're actually gonna complete. It was funny that I love that they just immediately went into bickering. Like, this is why I didn't invite you in the last dungeon. It's like, dude, chill, it's beta. There's no reason to be up in arms about it. You making an appearance, bud? I don't want to do any. I mean, I haven't done anything high on any of these keys. Really, like I've just Pit of Sauron. I've only done a 10. But not really looking to push IO here. I also don't want to be like doing a bunch of different level keys, because if I'm trying to compare something and I do a 12 and then I do a 15, like it's going to be very different. So that's why I've just been kind of sticking with 12s if I can get one. I don't want to do another seat. I feel like nobody's doing Pit. And Pit, I don't mind. Have you guys played any beta? Is there any or watched any dungeon? I think Pit of Sauron's nice. It's kind of quick. It's just like it's kind of like a trash fest, and then you go into your last boss. Because you have to you do these two. Oh no, you do Forge Master, super easy boss. Forge Master is super easy. He throws rocks and then you hide behind the rocks. It's the free boss. Ick and Crick kind of suck. But you just kind of go around and you need 80% before you go through the tunnel. So it's just like a trash fest. And then so you're gonna get big like AoE pulls, which is gonna be fun. I like that. And then we just did Seat. I don't like the last boss of Seat. I think it needs a little bit better visuals, because like the purple on purple is just like a kind of a nightmare sometimes. Algathar is always nice. And then Skyreach. I actually like Skyreach too. There's one boss, this guy, Arachnith, where you just stand in front of beams. Super easy boss. It's pretty free. This guy kind of sucks. He does the knockbacks and stuff. But yeah, this is another dungeon I like. I'm excited to try out, where is it? Magister's Terrace. And then, what is this one? Messira Caverns? I don't remember this. And then I thought I guess Murder Row's not in this one. This was a fun one too. I'm excited next week. Oh, is it going to be next week? Or maybe the following week to try these other dungeons. Because when I was doing like just leveling up, I thought that they were actually pretty cool. I thought they had some fun ones. All right, come on, there we go. Yeah, let's do a little. Let's see if we can get into this 11. Drano. That works. Should we change any talents before we go in here? Try anything else? I'm thinking maybe we need accretion. We could drop a Molten Embers for a time skip. I do like time skip, but it's bugged right now where it doesn't affect fire breath, which makes it a little less enjoyable to test out. None of these are worth trading at all. I don't think you can run Chrono without moats. I think moats are just far too valuable to Chrono. So the only thing you could, Inferno's Blessing's too good. This is the only thing that I think you can try out and play around with. This is also pretty good because your duplicate casts this. So when you get the double upheavals, it just starts kind of cooking people. But if anything, it's probably time skip that you swap for. Let me get one more in with this so we can get another log here, and then maybe we swap over and try that out in comparison. Like I said, it's kind of hard because you're on beta, so people are testing. People, Pinglo Minglo, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I must have missed that. It was in the middle of the chaos. But yeah, it's hard because people are testing. So you're like trying to see how good your class is. That's reliant on other classes being good. And then somebody comes in who's just trying out Devour for the first time. And that's not like a bad thing. This is what it's for. But it's hard to get a gauge. Because if I was playing my Demon Hunter, I would just know how well I was doing just by how well I was doing. This is how well I'm doing because of other people's ability. So it's a little tougher to test. But I've been having fun playing Chrono. I think scale might be better early on, especially because you need less stats. Usually Chrono Warden requires a ton of mastery. And because it requires it, you have stuff like 4% haste, which is not great. Whereas Scale Commander, you can just crit haste it the whole way, and from the start be pretty good. Although you are going to deal with Ebb and Might falling off a little bit more, just because you don't have the haste to keep it up. Aug thrives around like season 2. That's when it starts to get really good. I've been playing mostly Aug. I played a little Demon Hunter on like the leveling up side of things, but I haven't had time to go into other stuff. I've seen Beast Mastery Hunter still being very, very good. I've had a VDH, Vengeance Demon Hunter, if you want to tank, absolutely cooking with damage. And I had a Warlock who was also really good. I think he was playing, I want to say Affliction. So those are like the good ones I've seen. But if you're playing beta, and you don't have max level characters on retail, this is the perfect time to just literally make everything and then just go through and play it, see what's enjoyable. There's been a fair amount of changes to classes, so it's hard to gauge exactly what feels good until you get in there and start playing. I have just been very excited for Aug, so I've been kind of locked into the Aug keys. And everybody wants their class to do well. Everybody wants their class to be meta, to be good damage, all that stuff. And Aug hasn't been that since season 1. So it's actually been a lot of fun to be like doing good damage again. And being that buff class. Like I love the buff support class. Because I like being the one who takes care of the things that other people can't do, or like for example, Dawnbreaker on retail, grabbing the bombs. I always tell everybody, don't worry about it. I'll grab every single bomb because I can just hover, get it, fly back in, drop it off, hover back out. Like I can do that fast. I don't lose any real damage doing it. So I like doing stuff like that. I like catching people with rescue. And like those little things I think are really fun to like. The playmaking I think is really enjoyable, and Aug's able to do that without suffering a little bit. Okay, so this dude just left, which means we're probably not doing this anymore, so I'm gonna leave. I want to get into a pit. Here we go, pit. Brett Balance and Spriest, but I can also see Spriest struggling when there's mechanics to worry about. I did play with a pretty good Spriest. He was actually kind of cooking. I don't know much about them. It's one of the few classes that I've never played. But like I said, playing with him, he was good. I played Disc for a little bit, but I never touched Shadow. I've played pretty much every class besides Priest, Mage, Warlock, and I played a little Hunter, but not enough to really have any input into it. But Priest, or Priest in general, usually find their way into a meta for some reason or another. Same with like Mage. Mage usually finds its way in, whether it's because of their Arcane's Prio ability, whether it's Arcane Intellect, whether it's, you know, if the meta is all casters, then it just inherently becomes even better. So there's a couple classes that I feel like are safe. Druids, another one. If you're willing to play any Druid spec, Druid usually finds a way in. Priest, Mage, and Hunter was very surprising. Hunter, I feel like, hasn't been there in a while, but Hunter's very good too. Beast Mastery is really good. Demon Hunter was meta last season, and I don't know if they got their tier set kind of embedded into the new hero talents, but Demon Hunter's a blast. It's so much fun. That's one of the other specs that I was like shocked at how much fun I had. Having that priority target burn feels so good because you feel like you're part of it. You feel like you're impactful in pulls when like first pull of Floodgate, and you have that big guy that's your prio target, that's what you want to kill, and you can tell you're just nuking him. You're doing like 200 million more damage than everybody else in the group to that target. You feel like you play a crucial role. So that's a lot of fun with Demon Hunter too. That's kind of how Mage is with their prio targets if you play Arcane. And then Frost has somewhat of a prio, but not nearly as much. But it's going to be, I feel like if you're playing Demon Hunter, you're just playing Devourer. All right, this was Pit, right? Yeah, I believe it was Pit. But yeah, Demon Hunter is Vengeance or Havoc Demon Hunter is super fun to play. It's not complicated to play. And I think that it's just like I said, you feel impactful. Like with all this button pruning and stuff like that. I was talking to my buddy who plays Frost DK, and he was worried about classes becoming too simple. And I think Demon Hunter and Frost DK are like the goal for classes. Like they're simple at first, and then you can get like a level of mastery with them that I think is really good. Yeah, I agree with you. If they've like out of all the classes to prune, enhancement was definitely one that needed it. That thing had so many buttons lighting up that you weren't supposed to hit at that point. Like they would light up at like 5. I forgot what you generate for it. And then it was like you were supposed to send it at 10, but at 5 it lit up. And that's a very confusing class to pick up without any kind of like guides or reading about anything, because it's kind of counterintuitive. But enhancement's super fun, and if they made it a little simpler, I think a lot of people would appreciate that. That's one of those classes that like it's like Outlaw. I played Outlaw Rogue for a long time, for like 15 years, a long time. And that was one of the classes that when you nailed it, it felt so good. Yeah, Dev Evoker is another one. Simple to pick up. There's little nuances to like being able to play it well that, you know, you don't have, like, that separates you, gives you a little like skill expression. And so like stuff like that I think is really enjoyable. And I think that should be the sweet spot for classes, because right now it's kind of a mess where it's like you have 19 modifiers that you don't even care about until, oh, we're not gonna pull big here, are we? Okay. I don't really want to Eons here, but I don't think anybody's sold. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Going long. Knock him in. Yeah, I think that's the goal, is to have classes that are easy to pick up, hard to master, and then it lets you like feel good when you nail the rotation. And that's kind of what I like the hero talents for balance. Feel like they can change the playstyle a little bit. Yeah, balance I played very briefly because it wasn't very good next tier or last tier, but I think balance is a cool spec. I'm gonna do this just so I can hover. Like, that's one of the things I like about Aug, is that like oh, he didn't get threat and I did just cast Ebon Might. That's unfortunate. Or maybe he just yanked it at the end there. Aug allows you to create difficulty with how much you want to do outside of just your normal buffs, and I think that's cool. All right, I'm just gonna build here, only sending essence, and I'm not gonna send anything like that because I need to get Ebon Might back up right here. Perfect. What, I didn't want to trade off of them. Got it. Whew. Can I cleanse that? Yes, I can cleanse that off. Sick. Stuff like that, you know? That's one of the reasons why I have those up, is because I like being able to like cleanse people, take care of people. I really liked the rescue shield for that too. Because the rescue shield felt like I could save people. And that's gone now, which is not great. Where's he going? Oh, I got a few more. I'm actually gonna Eons these guys. Not that I really thought we needed the Eons there, but there we go. Stuff like that. That's what I like about Aug, being able to do stuff like the knock-ins, you know, that somebody else who's like melee or something can't do. It's great. Yep, Rhett's another one that Prop Pally. I tanked for a long time, and Prop Pally in Dragonflight was some of the most fun I had, because you had so much self-sustain, but you also had the ability to save your party members. And I think that was some of the most fun about tanking, was that I felt like I could control the group. I felt like I could control outcomes a lot more than I can now. This guy is full sending it. I'm for it. I'll give him that too. Warriors benefit a lot from crit, so I don't mind throwing that on him. Oh, that was a bit further than I expected. I should do that with Spatial Paradox all the time. That increased the range by 100%, and you just hit things way out in Narnia. Yep, Divine Toll is what I think. Aesthetically, Pallies have some of the coolest moves. Like, coolest moves, cool sound effects. Like, just chucking a shield and hitting everything was sick. Like, it's just cool. It's a cool spec. I understand why so many people play it. We're gonna go here. We're gonna Eons. I didn't get that last guy in it. That's okay. This dungeon is absolutely horrible for Devour. I'm gonna defer that because I feel like that's... I don't know if that was AoE or we just took an AoE shot from something. I'm gonna start working on this emissary. Make sure to charge your upheaval to hit everything. The orb's smart target. So if I go around and collect every single one of them, they'll still go to the people that it should go to. So like that time, let's see, I'll go grab this one. And actually that just gave it to me, but it prefers damage dealers, and I think we all had it. But yeah, I believe they smart target. It might be different with prescience now. I don't know if the prescience does. It should in theory, but everything else does. So you don't really need to worry about it. Oh. If I go pick this one up, it did go on me. Maybe they changed it because it used to not work like that. It could be just coincidence. I have meta. My meta. See, this one's gonna hit me. I don't think that gave me anything. This guy's got meta and they're gonna pull for it. That's why I'm hanging on to my CDs. Whoa. Dad? Dad, help. Dad, help. Wait. Oh no. That's actually hilarious. That's an actually hilarious mechanic. Yeah, I think my theory with what Blizz did for the nuke, it's unfortunate that I just missed this dude's fucking meta. But what I think Blizz did with the nuke is take everything away, and then, oh, you bastard. And then they're gonna give back things. Dude, I haven't had a good eons in eons. I don't want to send it here. There's nothing. I guess, oh, fuck it. I think what they're doing is just knocking everything down, and then they're gonna start adding stuff back in. Because if you think about it, if they said, okay, we're gonna take this stuff away, and then slowly started taking more away, people would just be up in arms. Like it would be insane. But if they take everything away and they start giving back some, then people start feeling like, oh, I got this, you know. It's a little, the process is a little bit more enjoyable. Same thing with not to say that they're gonna, you know, bring back add-ons, but I think they do walk back a few things, because I just don't know if they have the manpower to, not to do it initially, but you got to remember, they have to keep these these like functionality changes, they have to keep doing them every single time a patch comes out. So like it's not just a one-time deal. They need to keep it up, and that's what I think is going to prove more difficult than anything to them. Gonna do this. Pop. Pop a little defensive. Knock those guys over there. Oh. Healer down. This is not the cleanest. Oh shit, this guy's getting yoinked. This might be a death sentence, but I just wanted to get a stun out. Pot. Hit this guy with another knockup. Oh, he's dead. Something went off. That's a tough pull. Yeah, so the orbs used to just go on, like, they were just smart target. It looks like there might not be anymore, which is not ideal. This guy's just getting grabbed. Dude, that's such a funny mechanic. Okay. I think this guy got ice blast off. No? Okay. Oh, I don't know why I released there. Mob picking up the tank. Yeah, that's... I didn't know it could pick up the tank. That's crazy. Um, does Rep Pally ever have a chance in the meta? I think it does. I actually think that it was doing surprisingly well recently. Maybe it was last season, but there was a point where like Rep Pally was in a lot of the higher keys. Now that could be also because so many people play it, but I think it did really good AoE damage if I remember right. Yeah, I think it was maybe last season. It doesn't really bring much though. It's the only downside is like brings battle res and like a few pieces of utility, but usually it suffers a little bit on like the other side of things. Like it usually suffers in like single target or like it's just general damage profile. Oop, get off of me. Why can't I cast? There we go. This has been a weird dungeon and I don't know how well it's going to play out at the end. I gotta figure out if these orbs only work for me. I think my chihuahua just farted on my lap. Hey, bud. Yeah, it can save some situations, but it doesn't bring like it doesn't bring something that's like synergy, like it doesn't have good synergy with a lot of other classes. Like when you bring a mage, it's prio damage and it's arcane intellect and it's like the raid buff aspect too. But when you bring in Rep Pally, I think it had Ret Aura for a while and that was pretty much it. And they took that away, so it's like it doesn't really have that much to bring to the group to like improve the group as a whole. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything else has some sort of way to fit in. Okay. Okay, these jumpers really need to stop being they jump whenever I'm targeting them. We're gonna try these orbs. Dude, I think that maybe it is just if you pick it up. Yeah, the fortitude's really good. It's better in seasons that have what's it called? Like big one-shot abilities because you get that extra health to survive. But it's always good all around. And PI is actually massive for some classes, so that's always like a nice thing to have. Yeah, all of these things have been going to me, and I'm starting to think that maybe I should not be picking all of these things up. There we go, there's an interrupt. Yeah, usually it's like proximity, but like I'm looking at this and that just rebuffed me with Symbiotic Bloom instead of giving it to somebody else. So I'm thinking maybe you just don't pick them up anymore. Which I think that you shouldn't have to. See this tank is. Yeah, he got buffed. I don't think you should have to pick. I don't think the DPS should have to pick them up. That's something I think should change. Because I just been scooping them and taking all of them from everybody. One of these has got to go somewhere else. Nope, they all went to me. Okay, okay, so yeah, I don't pick them up. Ooh, get out of that stuff. What a bad play that was. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can't wait to tell my DPS get the orbs. Oh. Look at all of them. You tell me I'm not supposed to gather all the... No! What?
My emissary brings you power.
I thought the guy was just running out to die. This is one of those bosses that I feel like once it gets to like high key levels, it's just going to be like insane smash damage. But for right now, it feels good. I mean, I guess we could do this. Ooh. I thought I was out there. I thought I had a dash. I am gonna send this. Yeah, you're kind of going into the opposite side where before you were trying to gather them all. Uh-oh. I honestly wasn't thinking about when putting them together like that how it would happen. That's okay, we got him down. It's just I'm playing badly. Thanks, Zero, for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, because before it was like for uptime, having melee run all the way back there is Cholas. Oh yeah. I guess you do want to put one close. Yeah, last expansion you just gathered them and they automatically went. This one feels like you're doing the opposite now. I hit a little bit there. Not that this is probably one to send it on, but I just want to get it on cooldown. Yeah, alright, so you are playing a little bit of a positioning game here now too. That's interesting. That's a new interesting kind of play style to it. Oh. Let's not do that. That hurt. They're all coming to me though. Wait. I feel like I just got one and it gave Infernal Blessing. Let's sneak out of here. Do we have Shroud? And there goes Meta. This is, yeah, we should pull more. Ooh. Move out of the way of that thing. Got that kickoff. Oh, whoa. Help. Help. Ooh. Can't do anything there. Did I not hit? Okay. One guy didn't get hit with eons. We are 100% going to pull this back. Just a little heads up. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to send it there yet, but now that we're not doing any more packs, that was probably a mistake to send there in general. Ooh. We need to kick this death bolt. Wait, what? Oh my! I was like, why am I running? My Chihuahua sat on my keyboard. That fucked me up a little bit. I feel like we need to kill these things, no? Oh. Definitely need to kill this Void Emissary, though. That's not good. This is the most important one. We need to make sure we're kicking this thing. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know I was going to reach that. This is going to hurt. This is a clusterfuck of a fight. That death bolt's gonna go off again, and I don't think anyone has anything for it. Me? What did I do? Trying to keep them kind of close, but all I really did was put them in the center. That fucking emissary is gonna go off again. I knew we were gonna pull these guys. I don't know if I can knock those guys up. This is vicious. Oh, we're dead. Shadowbind, Plague Explosion. Yeah, we need to kind of rotate them through over and over, I guess, as quick as possible. Yeah, I think orbs are still gonna be good, even if they go on myself, because there's so many that come out that there's times where I have like half the party's got, you know, stacked up on stuff. I just need to not collect them. I'll have to do some testing to see if that's actually the case or not. Buddy, why are you being so grumbly? Oh no, he's not grumbly, he's snoring. Yes, no, maybe? There we go. The void. Come on, Demon Hunter. Get your balls on. Now he releases. You gotta move boss to add so we can cleave, and you gotta do a better job at placing the puddles. Don't be afraid to stack them. We're also gonna lust this. And please, yeah, we gotta get the emissary over too. Hank's just getting a whole list of things he's gotta do. Oh, there we go. That guy died immediately. Someone's got to kick that death bolt or we're going to be in trouble. He is once more not pawning the emissary. Oh, that actually wasn't me. Ooh. Tried to squeeze that ability off. This is the worst boss fight I think in any of the dungeons. Hey, calm down, buddy. You're okay. Go lay down. What a disappointment you are. Yeah, Zalatath, I know. I've had this go like super smooth, and I've had this be the worst boss fight. Most of the time, it's bad. I think the mobs need less health. There's just so much stuff to kick, and yeah, he's saying pull this pack. I would agree. Should have did a pack over there. I don't know why I had launched that on that guy. Am I saying playing dodge him? Nobody's getting them. They're just gonna come to me regardless. The warlock got, the demon hunter got one. All right, let's try this again. Going for the death bolt, then swap back onto this guy, pop the little defensive. Oh, that stings. I'm gonna pop that immediately. You can hold off on the kick. There we go. Let it fully run its course. We've got the we've got the emissary. All right, I think we actually killed the emissary this time. We're on fire. We're on fire. We're cooking. Things are good. I am on this first deadbolt. Does he have like a bearing? Oh, oh, oh. That was me. And then we got the lag call. What's up? Point. What's it? Pit and Pilter? Am I saying that right? Aug's feeling really good. This group has been this has been a tough one for sure. Allies, I should see my orbs. I've seen a couple people go for them, so I'm pretty sure they see them. But yeah, Aug's feeling good. It's just this boss is kind of a pain. It's only a 10 too. There's just a lot of damage going out. There's a lot of kicks that need to be coordinated. There's things that need to be done by the tank. Like this is I feel like a tank heavy fight. I think this tank might be over it though. All right, buddy, I'm gonna put you down. My legs are going to sleep. Oh, I've had my chihuahua up on my lap for the past hour and a half. My legs were falling asleep. He's gone. All right. Well, we'll look at a log, but on Dev and Aug, I really like it. Yeah, Scale Commander is definitely a very, very solid play. It's probably going to be the one to pick. But I enjoy Chronoward a lot. I think they're a lot closer than they were last year. Because before, Scale Commander was just like blowing it out of the park. Even for like raid, unless you were super min-maxing, like it was just the more viable play. It required a hell of a lot less thinking, and you could just kind of send stuff. Whereas Chronoward, you needed to be like on top of people's cooldowns and stuff, and it was I think Chrono Aug is the hardest raid class to play. But now that Evan Might just kind of hits everything, we'll have to see which one ends up taking the lead. Because Chrono was really good if played well, and it was better than Scale Commander if played well. Now you don't really need to play that well for Scale Commander to get its benefit. So I'm curious if it's going to take a lead. Scale Commander feels good in pugs though, because you can confidently just send it, and it's not really gonna it's not gonna matter. I think Chrono is a little more picky, but I've just been sending it and been doing pretty solid on Chrono Warden. So, all right, let's try. Now I know why nobody does Pit of Sauron, because that one thing. Do we want to complete? You know what? Yeah, let's try this out. This got a priest in it. Let's see how he's doing. I think I stay away from Pit of Sauron until they work on that boss a little bit. Because I feel like they definitely will. It's just a matter of time. That whole dungeon from start to finish did feel a little wonky. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, there was just like some strange pulls in there. Hard to get a gauge on it. Me and the lock were doing really well. I think the Devourer Demon Hunter was just going through the ringer. He was in a tough spot the entire time. Every time his meta would go off and we would just like stop pulling for some reason, he would be like, there's my meta. There it is, right there. You just like made sure the tank knew every single time. All right, hold on. While we're looking for a key. So, all right, mode's possibility. Let me see what it was. Let's see if the tooltip changed. Allies. Okay, so this is still the same. So the tooltip hasn't changed. But I wonder if they still smart target. Let's do this. Let's see if I can. They're not even party members, but I want to see if it does hit anyone else. 3% crit. Burst. Yeah, they all went to me. I mean, it's tough to see if it's working, if it's going to a party member or not. Interesting. I'm sure somebody in the Evoker Discord has tested that out. Trying to see if anybody's asked a question yet in there. I don't think so. The search for the word smart target. Okay, looks like nothing's changed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it should be like that. That might be a bug. That it's refreshing buffs instead of sending it off to somebody else. I'm gonna ask the Discord. Just see. Because like I said, I was pretty sure last season they did. Because you would get shifting stands on people. And if they're not smart targeting now, that's just strange. But while we're waiting for an answer from there, like I said, I play Aug, but they're the guys on the Discord are like the ones that are testing everything and going into API and stuff like that. Those are the guys that have all the good information. They're like coaches. Because if modes don't auto target, that might make Scale Commander a little bit better, because you can run Scale Commander. Like there's a guy in there right now who's running Scale Commander without any of these talents, and he's running it like kind of heavy into the upheaval talents. So if you have to worry about your positioning to like float these orbs towards allies, that's kind of a pain. I would like to get to a 12, but I also just want a game. So I'm gonna wait till see if there's one that pops up. Biggie DK, great name. I don't want to do a 9. I want to do at least a 10. I also want to turn my air conditioner on because it's kind of toasty in here right now. So let me do that real quick. Got a fresh new little glass case back there. my wife got for me. I just got to get some lights to light it up. Looking forward to that. If anybody has any recommendations for lights, I want to get like 4 light bars that are all connected to one power source so that the whole thing just lights up. It's got some sick stuff in there. All right, let's try if Orog 14 Skyreach. We could do a Skyreach. I hate that last boss on Skyreach so much though. We got this. This is a relaxed Algathair. I think I go for the Skyreach if I don't see anything else in a little bit. The Skyreach, what are the bosses? First guy just sucks, but it's not like he's dangerous. It's just like you're constantly moving around and getting in and out of position of people. This guy's easy. You just have the tank not stand in front of a line. Tank should not take the line because Fiery Smash will just kill you. This one's not bad. You just nuke the ads. The whole thing's actually not bad except for this last one where you just eventually run out of room and you get grabbed and you get dragged right through some stuff. So that one, I remember the first time I did it. So you get this beam on you and it's kind of like the beam in Gambit where like it follows you around and leaves a trail. And we go to pull. The guy goes, make sure the beam's on this, to the right. As soon as we pull, first guy gets the beam dead center of the platform. And he was like, really, dude? Really, dude? And I was like, oh, yeah, you didn't see it coming. We don't have any more weak aura alerts telling us, move, go to the corner, run. All right. Dude, neither people are getting signups. I feel like people they're not super picky in this. This is Devour and Shadow Priest. We could try that out. There we go. Let's do a 12 Algathair. This seems solid. And a Vengeance Demon Hunter. VDHs I've noticed do a lot of damage. Cool, now we just need a healer. And I should probably repair my stuff. I don't know if they've made... There was a period where like you still took yeah, there was a period where you didn't take any durability loss when you died, and then they just took that away for some reason, and I think they may have put it back. I guess I could just head there. Algathair I liked a lot in Dragonflight, so it's kind of sick that it's back. Shifting Sands doesn't come from orbs, it comes from mastery, but Shifting Sands is one of the buffs that orbs give. Shifting Sand, that for in last tier, Shifting Sands was the only buff that orbs gave that was good. The healing one, Inferno's Blessing, both sucked. Inferno's Blessing got buffed a ton, so now it's good. Prescience is also in the mix, and so now the only bad one is Symbiotic Bloom. So it's 3 out of 4 buffs are good, as opposed to 1 out of 3. And Shifting Sands always went on your allies. It always preferred DPS over you. That was your main thing. How much verse it gave was based off of your mastery, but the buff itself came from orbs.
The void beckons us onward.
Which is the way it worked was it would auto target people with Ebon Might, Ebon Might and damage dealers that were close to you. And then if there was nobody in that category, it would just go to the closest damage dealer as you, or closest damage dealer to you. Wow. And now with Ebon Might hitting everything, that kind of goes out the window with how you can focus that buff. See, this is the right way to do it. You always circle back to those guys because they leap on people.
Please, if you could, clear
We're gonna go once he goes into that last pack.
magics of this place.
Yeah, we're gonna lust this anyways. Might be bad. Whew. Yeah, they should be smart targeting, but they're not. I don't want to do that. We also have what is it called? Threads of Fate, which we shouldn't have, so it very well could be a buff. Or could be a bug. See, like this is Threads of Fate isn't in the game right now, but we're still giving them the buff. Kill these guys before this runs out. I'm not setting another Ebb and Might. I'm actually going to slow the whole process down so that I can have both of my buffs for the boss.
We are just about. Wait, Ichistras. There is too much life magic. What are you
Yes, sir.
Me? That is too much nature.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
I did. Oh, I just double crit my presciences for 7%. That's gnarly. Pad. Actually gonna send a couple of these. Oh, I almost got jacked there. Germinate in a little bit. Get this. Germinate's coming, so we're gonna move. Oh, okay. A little clustered, we're good. There we go. Get that upheaval. I probably should have did the breath before it for the damage boost. But hey, you live and learn. That dude got nuked by that one. He's gonna cast right away. That. This. Boom. Pop my trinket. We're chilling. I've never seen him move away like that. Oh. That was on me. I stopped to pop. Oh, okay. I thought I was in danger there. Let's cleanse him. You got a little crazy there. This is kind of a mess. We've got a lot of things. Get out of the way of that guy. I have so much Ebb and Might time that it's insane. I think I misplaced his hover. Nope, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm just gonna Nervous over there. Here we go. Big pad, big pad. He died. It's okay. Tree died. I probably could have cleansed him from whatever debuff he had, but he also should have been cleansing himself in that green circle. Hit him with another that. Hit that. See, when they're not here and I have to send stuff, that's always unfortunate. Because now I'm just buffing nobody. Well, I'm buffing the priest, I guess. Not nobody. I am gonna eons this guy right after this next wind goes out. Come on, come on. There it is. This. Boom. I'm gonna go right into this fucking thing. Oh, no, I'm not. We're good. There we go. Ah! Where's my hover? Yeah, it said that last tier though, and it wasn't. So like, I'm curious if it's a bug or if it's changed, because they definitely, I'm like 100% sure they did. I should have essence before that, but that's okay. I mean, I should have erupted before that. Turned on my AC and now it's too cold, like immediately too cold. I'm gonna have to hold eons now because there's a damage amp window. Usually I like to get an eons out. Like, they're all coming to me like this. It should not, like, people shouldn't have to come get in between me, you know? But I think that priest just grabbed one, which makes me think that they can see them. Oh. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it because we lost our priest and we need to cut these things down. And I think that because we lost our priest, we'll have enough time for it to come back. Like, look, this can't possibly just all, like, it can't be designed to go all to me when they're just doing this. I think I'm good. Okay, yeah. Like, I'm either gonna get knocked off the side of this thing or we're gonna be good. I can send tip as soon as we pull. I just hold eons until afterwards. Watching them. Oh. At least we know that works. At least we know that works. Yes, correct. Oop, I wasn't targeting him. Don't know why I didn't target him. I'm gonna give myself prescience. Their cooldowns are going off right now. not using hover and just moving left and right is like the hardest part of playing Chrono. Yeah, I do too. I hope they change that, because like I said, if they're all, we have so many, and if they're all coming to me, like the DPS shouldn't have to chase. All right, this is what we're talking about right here. So he gets a damage taken increase, so that's why we're saving that eons for there. I'm curious, like I didn't really pay attention to it because I just kind of assumed it did what it did. We just nuked that guy. Holy shit. And I'm curious how much damage it's actually been doing for me, because I feel like, what's it called? Inferno's blessing and stuff that I thought was going on other people. If it's just going on me, it's doing a ton of damage for me. We are actually cooking this boss too. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Okay, no, we're good. Ain't no thing. Just let the wind take me. My wife just got home. 1 second.
You mind if I close?
All right. My wife just got home, still talking to her. But yeah, it is just refreshing the buffs. And you're 100% right. If it wasn't just going straight to me, I wonder I wonder if Shifting Sands just got put out on that guy for the, you see like the 11% verse. I wonder if Shifting Sands is still working and the other ones are all just coming on me. Ah, phrasing. I don't think he's gonna do a big pull on the platform next, because those things just require so much coordination, like all the kicks and stuff. That's why I sent Eons there. Plus, I didn't want to hold it through this whole fight. Used to be able to line of sight that. You can't anymore, unfortunately. Actually, this fight's taking enough time that I think it's good. So if I'm in a melee group, that basically means I have to be in melee. And if I'm in a caster group, I need to be around the casters. That's what it's going to end up being. Nope. Send me this way. Oh, that's a bad angle. We should kill that thing. That's good. Ooh. Way. What we really don't want is the textbook going off. Right there, the lecture. That's asleep. That's what we don't want going off. Everything else, I'm gonna hit that. Oh. Do this, trying to see through the trees. Nice little knock up right there. There we go. I was trying to draw it out a little bit in case anyone started casting. He's dead. He's good. Yeah, cuddling up with the DPS is going to be a lot harder with casters than it will be with melee. Melee is easy to sit next to. But casters are just all over the place. So I'm just going to have to hide behind this priest and let the orbs come to him. And of course, nobody wants the person to be right on your ass, you know. Wow, I didn't get a single proc there. That's unfortunate. This thing's gonna fall off now. That's okay. I'm going into this with everything, so that's cool. Wish I could tell who had cool. That would be wonderful. Yeah, like having to run over to this guy, then run back to the DK. I can usually take 2 here because my defensive just heals me back up, so it's really not too bad to take 2. Okay, good. I'm glad he took that one. Take this back one, and then I can take this one before it goes in. Worst case, I just pot. Pot's like another defensive. I'm actually going to start building my essence for the next one. And that there. Bang. Waste that burst. Boom. Okay, chilling. Wow, I just got so many cast off. Yeah, as soon as you just get behind somebody and they think there's like something wrong, so they just move. Yeah, so I can grab this and that and be good. I want to use tip, but I think I want to use it. I still have a debuff on me, but maybe I don't take this one just yet. I gotta take it. That's okay. Cool, I got cleansed. I can take another one. I'm gonna hold tip. I'm not too worried about this guy not dying. I'll roll set nap there. Ooh, kill shot. Love to see it.
Beat the dragons. It was ultimately destroyed. Well done.
I hope he doubles. Okay, good. He doubled. Good. Woo, he just got lit up for a second. One cast to knock the cooldown. And then corrupted here. I'm gonna opera for any interrupts to last longer. Dude, when you have tip and eons, like, you just have so much so much essence. Crushed it. Usman Beast, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I usually stream on just YouTube. I've been starting to stream on Twitch, and it's actually been nice. Hey Usman, I usually just use Discord for like personal stuff, so I don't give it out here. Not yet, at least. I expected more. This is gonna hurt. No, yeah, we're good. Oh, I was really kind of banking on getting an essence burst there. But I got two here. Oh, I'm hanging on to it. Nice. We're gonna hold this. I think I do have max rank here. Just, I don't think these guys are even gonna last 10 seconds, but. And then we'll keep moving here. Now I like skipping this patrolling pack, but not everybody does it. So we'll see if he's going into the room. Yep. Did we pull him? I don't think Eon's here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna send it. Or not. We usually move into the boss with it, but these guys are gonna take a little while to die. And most people don't go into the boss until they have a couple dead. So I'm banking on some time here. So my essence burst is I look at it as like the little rings around mine. It's definitely harder to see than when we had weak auras, because some of the stuff like in this room specifically, it kind of blends in. Jesus, get me away from here. It's this thing right here, which, like I said, is not the best system for it, but it's what we got. And then, of course, your thing lights up when you have it too, but that's a little tougher to look at. Ooh. Oh, that guy just ate that for me. We're gonna hit this into. Ooh. Okay, that's fine with me. Get that out. Oh, I did not have Ebon Might going. That was a mistake. I did think I just crit there though, so that's a plus. Yeah, it's these things right here. But like I said, sometimes it's just really hard to see. I used to have green ones that I made with the weak auras. That is no more. Hit this into that. And then we're good. We're rolling. I want the crit. I want the Infernal Blessing. Yeah, see, it says granted Inferno's blessing by it. I guess that's irrelevant to if it's doing it or not. Oh, we didn't lose. Shh, no one even noticed. No one even noticed. Yeah, see, there's his the DK's cooldown just went off there. I only know that because I played with the Frost DK for 3 seasons. All right, I messed up my stuff there a little bit. That's okay though. Got tip. So, oh my god, we gotta move him. Brilliant. I guess it doesn't matter if I can send tip right now. Even though I can't use it and put it on cooldown right away. This guy's almost dead, so it doesn't matter. Use rescue to move him into the orbs. They would 100% hate it, but hey, it might work. What is that? A heap of roots bound together with cloth. Generous bundle of roots. Oh, I'm in there. All right, let's see how this one did. This was a better group than before. So let's see how this one was. I think I just heard my Doberman puppy run right into the door. All right, let's check this log. Doing any more tech? No, yeah. Good group, but I'm just more curious to see. Let's see. We got. Oh, make sure this combat log's uploading. Algather, Mythic. Yes, that was a 12, right? Yeah, that was a 12. Okay, cool. Dude, sometimes I think the 10s with the affixes are harder than 12s are. Like that affix screwed us so many times when we did the 10 pit, and without it, it's just so much better. I feel like even like the healing affix, like I noticed when I was like gearing up alts, like that healing affix sucks, dude. That thing, especially when you get like big AoE damage that happens at the exact same time, like it sucks. Let me see if anyone answered me about that. Emotes target, nope. Nope, somebody came in with a bad take and they just lit them up. So, or I don't know. There seems like they got into an argument over something else. Discords are always good, but there's always just like a bunch of stuff going on. All right, so I don't know if anyone noticed, but I was at the bottom of the damage meter doing like 20k DPS. And as always, this is why you log. Because that's what the log looks like. I was doing 89k. Ebon Might just cooking. 25% of my damage is from that buff. Shifting Sands 12, Prescience 10. Yeah, I mean, Shifting Sands went on. Let's see. All right, we're gonna check this and figure out exactly what happens. Okay, so resources, cast, buffs. Okay, buffs. Actually, all abilities. I don't want all abilities. Let's do. Well, it's hard to tell if they got it because I ran into it, or if they got it because they ran into it. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna have to be something we test out. All right. let's see. Do we want to do another one as Chrono again, or do we want to try some Scale Commander out? Let's do a Scale Commander one. All right. So if we're going, oh, I don't know why I just changed it there. So Scale Commander have been running moats as well, but I might try it without moats, and maybe do. What was the other one I think that this guy took? I forgot what it was. Maybe he did take moats there. Oh no, I think he took interwoven threads. Let's try that. That was another build I saw. So we're gonna try this one. And then we gotta change into our full crit haste gear. Crit haste, crit haste, crit haste, crit haste. Okay, that seems about right. I actually am gonna change trinkets too. Where is the trinket that I like? Okay, didn't mean to close everything up with that. Okay, guess I can't. I guess I can't close that off without hitting that. There it is. We're gonna change that one, and yeah, I think we're good to go. All right. We do a 10 Skyreach. Skyreach is fun. Just double checking, making sure my talents and everything are set up right. Running this potion instead of my intellect potion. Little repair. And come on. We just did an Algathir, so I don't want to do another one right afterwards. But I would like to do a Skyreach. I think Skyreach, even maybe a seat might not be bad too. If I see like a 12 seat, unless you guys think we should just do Algathir again. If we want to just do Algathir again, we can do that for sure. That's my favorite one so far. We could do another. I guess we do another seat. Let's see. Let's try it out. The last time I did beta testing, I was playing tank, so every day I'd play a different tank, and I would just run groups every time. But whenever I play DPS, I just like joining. I don't like starting groups. I think it's also just because of how bad queues are for DPS, like on retail. So like I just inherently, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I remember when I played Disc Priest, I think it was season 2, and you literally like. You weren't queuing for dungeons, you just picked whatever you wanted to play, and then you would always get invited. It was actually incredible. And I'd been coming off of like, same with like this season when I started playing Demon Hunter, like going from AUG this season and trying to get into groups, like as soon as I hit like 15s or 16s, I just never got an invite. Demon Hunter, it was kind of like I got to pick and choose whatever I wanted. All right, we can head over there. All right, so now we're playing Scale Commander, which means full send every single time and spread your bombardments. That's it. That's Scale Commander. AUG is basically dev.
Not be allowed to spread its corruption.
I just heard a knock on my wall, and then my wife go, "Did that hurt?" Because my dog must have walked into it. He's a little pup. Where is that? Not flask. I'm looking for oil. Here? Yeah. All right, what are we looking for? A tank? It's always the hardest part. What a weak looking two-hander. Things, it's a little baby. I'm really glad that they are allowing some add-ons to come in, instead of doing like Scorched Earth, which I think is what they kind of intended, and they're starting to pull it back. But the cooldown manager is fine, but like the resource bar for Ebb and Might, and then the resource bar for your essence is a lifesaver, because these are so bad. And then I just put the hover bar down there. What I think they should do is, with this bar, be able to split the bars up, so that I can have hover there, I can have Ebb and Might somewhere else, so I can have multiple different tracked buffs. Because when it's just all in one spot, like it just makes it like cluttered and hard to see. And having hover be right there is like, that's where my hover's always been when I played Aug. And then my Ebb and Might's always been above it. And because you can't space it out, you got to go get add-ons for it, which kind of defeats what they're trying to do. I think the add-on change is good. I think it's definitely going to be I think the first season's going to be pretty rocky, but I think once we get some work in, it'll be a little bit better. Sorry, oh, okay. I really thought I was going to make that leap. That's embarrassing. What is this dude's weapon? Galactic Clay. Look how stupid that looks. I thought he had transmogged it into like a trumpet or a horn or something. Like I just left, he's just done. Get. This is actually taking longer than I expected it to. I thought we were going to be able to snag a tank. How did I skin my Ebb and Might bar? So my Ebb and Might bar is an add-on. What is the add-on called? I believe it's Sensei Resource Bar. And then it gives you the option when you're in edit mode. Ebb and Might Resource Bar right there. So you're able to edit it, and you can have it sync with the essential cooldowns, which basically just means it like matches with. You change the font, outline, all that stuff like that. And it just, like I said, it just works as another edit. Personal resource display, that's not it, yeah. Yeah, it just works as another editable bar. And then there's a secondary resource bar, same thing. And that's my essence. And then I just placed down the hover one here, which is actually like the wrong size. Should be like that, I guess. And then I also use cooldown manager tweaker to make my cooldown manager look like that. So you can change like borders and stuff, and you know, just little things to make it look a little cleaner. Dominoes kind of like an LVI, which I don't really think I need. I think I got it because I was using it for like the hover and the resources and stuff like that, but it's irrelevant. It's basically just like another edit mode, honestly. I don't think it's necessary, but if you like LVI, you can do some stuff with this to get some configurations that look a little different. So far, those are the only ones that I've been using. Oh, I use Platinator. Platinator is cool too. Slash Plady. Basically like a build your own nameplate, so you can just move things around. And that's a little bit better. I think Plater's coming up, updating for midnight, so I'll probably end up using Plater just because it's a more familiar thing. But this is actually a really good one. If that doesn't happen, Platinator's nice. And you can add like different widgets. So like if it's this is the targeted widget level. If you want to add the level to it, you can put the level in there. Like I said, it's just a drag and drop system. It's pretty good. Elite, same thing. Just put it right there, and then boom. Oh, actually, you can't see their names from here. There we go. Oh, they're not elites. I was like, wait, that didn't show up. Yeah, so you'll see the little elite icon, and then if I move it, it moves right there. Pretty cool little feature. I like the layout of this better. I think that Blader is just gonna have better mechanics to like deal with, like to shorten text and all that stuff like that. All right, where are the tanks, bro? Tank, please. Looks like it says tank PIs. Oh, he's gonna give the tank PI, bro. If that's what gets him in here, give the tank PI. All right, so yes. What? All right. I'm surprised we haven't found anybody yet. Oh my god, my mic just fell down. There we go. It's also Thanksgiving Thanksgiving Eve, so I think people are traveling. Or yeah. Oh, that somebody's never done it. I mean, I don't care if they've done it or not. That's irrelevant. But no class. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do class tuning this week because it's you know it's Thanksgiving week. I'm curious if they're gonna do it. I want to see if I can find some AUG skips in here. Like in the dungeons in general, I think this. I'm curious if there's going to be any places you can rescue skip, getting everybody on them out and then skipping stuff. Because I feel like when AUG's not meta, nobody figures out those things, and you never see like the top teams doing it because they just don't have one in the group, and those are always fun to do. This is oh oh Zildar maybe. I gotta remember I'm playing scale and not chrono. Kind of forgot I was for a second. Tanking and Q. I think the guy's name is Lock Testy, but he's not testing a lock. There we go. Come on, Zildar. All right, hopefully this one goes better than the other one. Oh no, okay, this is a different one. I was flashing back to Pit of Saren with the whole Ick and Crick ordeal. But this one, as long as we get the first guy down, I'm actually gonna save unless he pulls huge. I'm gonna save Lust because that's this boss might be worth just using the Lust for. That's the little marker for it. This guy's gonna put the key in right away. He's just gonna send it. No timer. I can just feel it. He's already positioned next to it. Like this is a no timer key. Oh no. We were so close. And now we are so far. DC coming back. Okay, cool. He's coming back. This is a sick talent. Strike from above, glide speed and height increased by 20%. That's tight. All right. I'm gonna pop that. Okay. Okay. Double ready into the timer. I like it. The balance. Hey, Laura. I'm doing good. How you doing? My meta.
The way forward opens, and your fate
All right. Let's see how the scale commander does.
with mine.
This guy is. Blistering scales dropped again. Okay, yeah, he's not pulling big. Then make sure you're splitting bombardments. It is nice with Scale Commander to have that personal damage kind of cook. Feels good. Where is the lock? There we go. Locks are always out of range. I don't know what it is with locks, but they're always out of range. We're gonna hit this. Definitely in cooldowns, you definitely still have a lot less essence. Oh, this guy's healed him. Right, we're gonna go here. My brain glitched for some reason. That. Swing around. Boom, boom. All right, we're chilling. I don't stream daily. I stream randomly throughout the week. Oh my god, we have an affix. It is nice how quickly you get Eons back with the Scale Commander. Like, it feels less impactful to just, like, send stuff. Alright, we are gonna let this tick out. Ooh, I thought oh shit. I need the stun, honestly. And maybe a little bit of the shield. My instincts are telling me I'm playing Chrono. It's kind of a pain to swap back. I'm just gonna hit this even though it's way early. Okay, how do we deal with this affix here? There we go. Just stop damage entirely and deal with it. That's how you deal with it. From Azeroth, Alara. I wonder if I can get all the oozes in my Eons here. Get back. Get back. Oof, that was very lucky. There we go. It's such a different playstyle going into Scale Commander with like how you keep your Evan Mites up. With scale with Chrono, you kind of just like have it all the time. What just happened there? That dude just lost all his health in a second. What was just killing us at the end there? Wonder if it's that thing that just killed us last time when we just walked through this area and all of a sudden everybody just died.
The Shadow Guard is building up its presence near the temple.
Disrupting their efforts would benefit us all. Also, their commander.
Come on, Warlock.
Particular item that would be useful to me.
Oh, I feel like I'm more into this dungeon than the other ones were. Like laying back on the other ones. Like now I'm in it. All right, locks here. Good grab first. Oh my lord. So much damage for no reason. This out. Get this out. Ow. No, we're silenced. No bueno. Oh my god. Why am I just getting nuked by that? I'm doing top damage with my personal damage, which is usually not a good sign. But it's actually kind of cooking there. Come on, get in here. Oh, that was probably not an ideal play. Not the spin. Oh, make sure to spread. Like that. And then hover. We're back in it. This guy I think he's running for his life right now. One guy down. Press against myself. That. Oh, I snuck that one in. Nice. I'm hoping he goes to. Hold up. The guy just started attacking me for no reason. I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage in this, but this group also feels like one of the better groups that we've played with today. So I don't know if it's group or scale commander. But this is also, I mean, this is a pretty strong personal damage build, so we'll see how much it's different. Okay, I thought I was just gonna get knocked there. Want to pop my trinket, oh, and then do upheaval, and then there we go. Wasted a fair amount of time, unfortunately, waiting for that, even though the trinket was only a couple seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna eons it. Comes back so quickly. Pot. Not gonna send him in my. I'll just save it for the next one. Lock die again? Damn. I wonder if he got any out of that eons. Such a weird thing to be changing off of using tip for fire breath and not using it anymore. Feels weird. Also feels weird doing empowered after your eons. Didn't need to do that. Get that. My eons. Dude, these little rift guys suck. Oh, I forgot that. I really wish I had eons for this. This is not ideal. Oh, are we going? Are we going? Are we going? There we go. Just casting and moving. I'm gonna send it after this. Got it. I knew I had it, but I was still a little concerned it was gonna I was gonna get some lag or something. I'm not actually sure who you should be going for first, but I always go for Sappers first because he's a caster. I feel like you have such better mobility with Scale Commander. Just because of how much you get it back. Boom, boom. Take that, take yours. And I don't think I'm going to send... Yeah, I'm definitely not sending Eons here. Everything was kind of nuked that last 10%. Nice. I was worried that last hit was just going to just crush everybody. Go for it. Nice. I got this. I think there's like no damage, and because we can move and cast, it's like that's huge. That thing does next to nothing to us. I'm gonna hit that maybe. Holy shit! I don't know what that channel just went off, but yeah, I could probably help run around there. This is a much better affix than the Emissary. But they need to get the fuck over here. Okay. I'm gonna die trying to get back to this guy. Pot there. little. Oh, you know, if they were there, we wouldn't just. I wouldn't have just died there. That's a shame. Because the lock was just sitting back there. I don't even know what the lock was doing. These guys would typically be oh man, this guy's going for it. And I'm usually for it, but we're dying. Can't really do anything for you guys just yet. There we go. There we go. There we go. Dude, this healer needs to just heal, brother. We can handle this stuff. Alright, I should be able to get, as long as we don't pull the boss like early, I should be able to get Eons back. And I think we hold Lust for the next boss. Oh. Oh, why did we get all of these guys? They're dead. This is one of the parts in the dungeon that there's just so many casters that like and they all just spam bolt. You can't do anything about it. I think they wiped there. Unless the healer is just focusing on keeping the tank alive. Nope. There it is. Tank will live. That's fine. But yeah, that room is like a pack by pack. I think you might be able to pull the left one and the back one. Otherwise, it's just way too many casters to deal with. I was trying to knock up. I thought I had it. I don't know why I wouldn't have. There we go. Little sloppy. Where's the healer at? Very creative bolt spam. Yeah, it's like this is probably like the worst part of any of the dungeons, where it's just all bolt casters. I'm gonna send that in hopes that he pulls the other guys. I think you have to. Those two channeling, but I could be wrong. I missed. That's embarrassing. Okay, yeah, we do need to kill these guys. That's good then. I should be able to burn off this 30 seconds Eons pretty easily. I don't like this. We are tight. I don't really want to send another Ebonite here. Just because I don't have the sustainability as in Chrono. Now, as long as we nuke down the tendrils here, the boss is pretty easy. And I wonder if the shaman's gonna send a lust.
All feed on the void. Let its
Oh.
darkness fill you.
So I'm curious how it calculates the tendrils that spawn.
The darkness takes you.
Is it like how many people get hit? Because I think we had a couple people get hit. No, trying to rescue him in. All right, not great. Oh, this way. Well, at least it's just this guy, and then you go right into the next guy, and then you're done. So the dungeon's pretty short once you get here. I just didn't think he was gonna nuke us like that. Yeah, I wonder if it's the tendrils are based off of how many people get hit. Someone's voice. Yeah, I don't know. Is that? Come on, Locke. Oh, he's asking if he wants bloodlust. I mean, sure. Sure. But where the hell is this Locke, dude? Yeah, this might be worth lusting. The other one, you get a damage amp. They take a bunch of damage. It's like 200% in intermission. But this guy just might be worth using it.
I shall bring you to your twilight.
Are we lusting?
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
I feel like you can just move away from these portals, and it's better. Oh, there we go. That's good too. Did I get hit by one? I didn't even see it. There we go. Probably Zephyr the next time that happens. Oh no.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the
I didn't realize that was like double hooked up.
darkness fill you.
Come on. I'm just gonna let you. Oh my god. He juked me. I can do this to all of them. Oh. I don't have a rescue here. There we go. I did. I lied. I feel like I'm more concerned with my ebb and might uptime on scale than I am with Chrono, and it's kind of throwing this part off. Good there. Good there. Okay, got it. One more boss and we're done.
I sense great despair
And we have lust for it. So we should be able to nuke it, especially if we pop lust in that intermission phase, which I don't know if the shaman's going to go early on it. He might. That's okay, though. This part sucks, though. The floor stuff sucks here.
Hurry, heroes.
It is rare that a Naru falls into void this way. The few cases
I think I am going to Eons it because I think I can get it back. I'm not 100%, but I think I can get it back in time.
Such musings can this entity.
Oh, I forgot this thing doesn't last as long. It's okay. Dude, one of the things I miss the most is the tracker that tells you when the boss is going to activate, so I can start popping stuff. Alright, I'm in front of this one. You gotta use the lines to, like, the beams. Oh, nope, we're moving first. And then the beams are next. Discordant beam. Ooh, I thought we were dead there. Alright. That's the first time I've ever done that, and my game hasn't lagged immediately. Ooh, that's not good. That lock needs to live so we can get the healer up. Nope, he didn't.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Just die. Just die so we can do this. I think I'm just gonna lust on pull. Actually, I don't know. I don't wanna. I don't think the lasers are that fast. Like they're saying that lasers are too fast. I think it's just that you don't see them well when they're starting up. We gotta wrap this dungeon up. You going? You going? Nice. Okay, we're lesson. I did both of my empowered spells before my eons. That was a mistake, but it's okay. I usually don't have too hard of a time keeping it up on like especially I mean definitely on Chrono, but sometimes you just get weird syncs. There's that. Like you get weird sync ups with your empowered spells and you're like, do I send it? Do I not? Like it's kind of it just feels weird. Make sure we give them that. Because you should still do it this kind of the same way you do it on retail. Where you're like building up and you're trying to beat it. But if you don't get the essence burst, oh my god. There we go. Do I have it for this? Is this the perfectly lined up? Ooh. That was not the button I wanted to press, to be honest. Whoa, beam. Yeah, I was really hoping to save my eons or have my eons line up. with the, what's it called? The intermission. But I feel like, did we just blast through the intermission? I thought it came up a lot earlier. There it is. Okay, not so bad. I think once you get through this intermission, you're kind of just chilling. Yeah, Siphon Void takes a bunch of damage. Easy peasy.
You survived. Interesting.
All right, quick check here.
The voices are louder now.
Yeah, that last boss, 200% damage amp right there is actually massive. And if I can have eons for it, I think that's the play. I don't know when it starts, or like why it starts. But all right, that is going to be the last one for the day. I'm just going to bring up this log. We're going to see how much damage we did, and then it is going to be all over. Thanks guys for hanging out. It was I wasn't sure how it was going to do, being, you know, with the holidays coming up, but we had some people in here chatting, so that was awesome. All right, let's upload this log. And I think I did better, but it's also hard to tell with, you know, the wipes stuff that happened. But the personal damage was there. I just want to see how much, you know, if there was some buff damage playing a role in there too, or if it was, you know, 30-70 like it is on live. But let's see. What do you, who do we have in there? We had a Lock and we had a Priest, right? Yeah. And there was a few deaths where, you know, some people didn't get buffed, but with scale, I feel like it's a lot less detrimental. Uploading new fights, 80%, 100%. All right, let's see what we did for damage compared to some of the chrono ones we've been running. Boom, boom. All right. We did a lot more than the other people. Good run. Eruption being way higher. Everyone might obviously be dropping down a lot more eons. But that was a tough one to gauge. But all right, guys, happy Thanksgiving week. Hope you guys have a